All right, here with head coach Keith Dickson following the Hawks' 82-78 win at Merrimack tonight. Coach, string another NE10 win together. Kind of talk about pulling this one off tonight.
Yeah, I mean, any win you can get on the road is a good win. I don't care how you do it. I don't think we wrapped this one up cleanly with a bow at the end necessarily, mostly just because of our free throw shooting. But I was proud of the guys. That was not going to be an easy game. They went completely small and played us with 4 and 5 guards at some time, and we had a little bit of trouble moving the ball. I'm proud of our guys. We got some, Roy was just terrific. He was awesome, and then I think Schulze came off the bench, and in the second half especially really gave us a lift, so happy.
Talk about the defensive effort. They shot at 45%, but you turned them over 17 times and only 29% from 3.
Yeah, they're hard to guard. I mean, I think Strickland and Solano are just so hard to keep out of the lane that I thought overall, we didn't send them to the foul line. They didn't shoot a great percentage from 3. We got our hands on balls and turned them over. We got a lot of turnovers in coming down the stretch, I think. So I was pretty proud of our defense. I mean, they ended up with 78, but a lot of that was at the end when the game just opened up and we sort of just didn't want to foul them.
You mentioned Roy. We talk about obviously his career high 37 after Saturday. I'd say safe to say he's back now. More of a Roy game, very efficient, shooting it well.
Yeah, he was terrific. I mean, that he had 37 against Assumption, but I wouldn't say that was one of his best games. He just had 37. He had 15 foul shots, but he was great tonight, right from the beginning. I mean, these are, if I'm not so sure our other guys played that well, but Roy was on top of his game. I mean, I didn't take him out. When he plays like that, he's a 38 to 40 minute player, and I think it's one of the best games he's played in the last couple of years.
He had 20 in the first half, really kind of carried there, and then you had mentioned Mark Schulze in 17 minutes had 9 points, 4 rebounds, 4 steals. Thought he was also pretty efficient. Big 3, big putback, kind of gave you some good energy.
Yeah, Mark really helped us in the second half. We had to match them with some more guards, and so in the end I finished with Taylor, Roy, and Mark, and I thought he was really good on both ends. He's just so active on defense, and then he gives us another guard that can dribble and think and pass and make plays. So, no, I think I said to you earlier, I don't think we win that game without Mark Schulze.
And then lastly, kind of just talk about what this Thanksgiving break will look like heading into big matchup at St. Mike's.
Yeah, it's always good to win the Tuesday game before Thanksgiving, man. I don't care how you cut it. I mean, for them, maybe they forget about their losses that quickly, but for me, we don't have a game till next Wednesday, and now I think everybody can just enjoy their break a little bit more. So there's a long way to go in this league. Every night is a grind, and we've done a really good job of that in the last couple of years of understanding that these kids are always ready to roll. So, we got St. Michael's next Wednesday, which is at St. Mike's, which is going to be a very difficult game, and we'll see where we're at.
All right, here with senior Mark Schulze. Kind of talk about this win, how big it is to come on the road and string together another NE10 win.
It's always good to put our blue uniforms on and come get a W. That one sure wasn't pretty, but we ended up getting the W, and that's all that matters.
Talk about you personally, big minutes down the stretch, pretty productive points, even, defensively, 4 steals, big strip of, Solano, I think, at the other end, big 3, big putback off a miss for you guys. So, kind of talk about your mindset coming into that game at that point. I think it was, you were either up 1, down 1. Kind of talk about that.
Anytime you get on the floor, you got to do something to stay on the floor. So I was just kind of grinding out there. Board comes my way, you got to go get it, and that kind of started me off a little bit, gave me a little confidence, and yeah.
Talk about the defensive effort, for your group. Obviously, a couple, 2-3 tough guards, that they have. Kind of talk about that time.
Yeah, that's tough. Anytime we play guards that are that fast, we're at a severe disadvantage. So when you get in there, I just try to get my hands on as many balls as I can, and I think that we all played pretty solid and limited them offensively to some extent, even though they were getting by us a little bit. But I think for the most part, we played solid.
All right, here with senior Roy Mabrey, 29 points tonight. obviously we talked after, Saturday's win with a 37. This kind of seemed more Roy Mabrey-ish, 10-14 shooting, just more efficient. The ball looked like it was coming off your hand good, and you just looked, even more comfortable than Saturday.
Yeah, absolutely. I was just feeling it today, and teammates got me the ball in the right spots, and I just made sure I took the shots that were more open than trying to force too much. The second half was a little bit more tough. They were, following me everywhere, but just let it go as soon as I got the chance.
Anything with this team or this gym? You had 32 here 2 years ago. I looked it up, only 16 last year, and obviously 29 tonight.
I like the rims. Rims are soft, and everything looks a lot closer to me, I feel like here.
All right, let's talk about the win now. Obviously big. Coach said anytime you can come on the road, get a conference victory, it's big. Kind of talk about that.
Yeah, he always says, we got to go put on our blues and go get W somewhere else. Somebody else's gym, somebody else's environment, everybody against us, got to put our backs up against the wall and, go hard at whoever we're playing. And shouldn't change just because we're away, not at home. So I think us getting a away game is very important for our self-esteem as a team. And, start off the year right with an away win, much needed.
And then you talked about them kind of being draped all over you in the second half. About Mark Schulze had a big second half. The minutes he played, big three, big put back, big on the defensive end. Talk about his play.
Yeah, Mark's been a long time coming. That's what I'll say. He's from freshman year all the way to now. Like I was hoping that he would get a lot of time this year, and he is. So I think him making the right plays and just scoring a little bit and making key big plays for us is such a confidence booster for someone like him. And I think that'll just keep him rolling throughout the season, as long as he just keeps playing the way he knows how to.
And lastly, talk about this Thanksgiving break. What are your plans? And, what do you need to do to get ready to head to St. Mike's next week?
Just take a couple of days to relax the body and get the legs and feet right. And then start preparing for St. Mike's. That's not going to be an easy task, especially away at their place. It's always freezing in the gym, and they're tough this year. So we got to make sure we make the right plays and get ourselves fully prepared so we're don't have any hiccups in the beginning of the game.
You didn't mention food. Are you going to eat on Thanksgiving?
More than you can even imagine. More than you can even imagine. That's all I can say.